Okay, hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I wanted to wait until things were perfect to start doing this, but God's pushing me to start now. Today we're going to dive into a pretty intriguing passage from the book of Zechariah, Zechariah 7, 8 to 10. This book is one of the prophetic works in the Bible and carries some really thought-provoking messages. If you're curious about how ancient teachings can impact our lives today, stick around and we can explore them together. So, I'm going to set the stage a little bit. Zechariah lived during a time when the Israelites had just returned from the Babylonian exile. Imagine being uprooted from your home and then finally getting back, only to find everything in ruins. It was a challenging time since they were working hard to rebuild Jerusalem and revive their community. The prophets, including Zechariah, stepped in to encourage the people and give them messages from God about how to move forward. Now let's get into what Zechariah 7, 8 to 10 actually says. Here's the passage for you in a few different versions. The English Standard Version, or ESV, says, "The word of the Lord came to Zechariah. Thus says the Lord of hosts, render true judgments, show kindness and mercy to one another. Do not oppress the widow, the fatherless, the sojourner, or the poor, and let none of you devise evil against another in your heart." The King James Version, or KJV, "And the word of the Lord came unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassions every man to his brother. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart." The New Living Translation, or NLT, "Then this message came to Zechariah from the Lord. This is what the Lord of heaven's army says. Judge fairly and show mercy and kindness to one another. Do not oppress widows, orphans, foreigners, and the poor, and do not scheme against each other." Pretty powerful stuff, right? So let's unpack this a little bit. First, in verse 8, we see God calling for justice. He's saying, render true judgments. This means being fair and honest in how we treat others. Justice isn't just about legal concepts. It's something we can practice in our everyday lives, whether it's standing up for a friend or speaking out against injustice. These actions reflect the heart of God. Moving to verse 9, God focuses on kindness and mercy. He emphasizes showing compassion to those in need, like widows and orphans. Think about it. In any community, those who are vulnerable need our support the most. This call is to live in a way where we uplift each other rather than bring each other down. Let's be real. Our thoughts really shape our actions, and we need to keep our hearts aligned with kindness. So what can we draw from these passages? There are some profound themes. First, we see that justice and mercy are cornerstones of God. His character desires a community that exemplifies these traits. Next, this idea of personal and collective responsibility. It's not just about individual behavior, it's about how we all interact and support one another. Today, these themes resonate strongly as we navigate social issues and seek to treat each other with respect and dignity. Now, how do we translate all this ancient wisdom into our modern lives? Well, one way is to make a conscious effort to practice justice and kindness every day. It could be as simple as helping a neighbor, being patient with a coworker, or volunteering in your local community. Small acts can create a ripple effect and inspire others to do the same. Also, consider how you engage in conversations, especially on social media. Are you fostering a positive environment? Reflecting on our interactions can lead to healthier relationships and stronger communities. To wrap it all up, Zechariah 7, 8 to 10 invites us to reflect on how we treat each other. It's really about aligning our hearts with God's call for justice, mercy, and positive thoughts. As we face challenges in our own lives, let's remember the importance of community, support, and kindness. Thanks for being here with me today and for allowing me to go over this insightful passage with you from Zechariah. If you enjoyed the video and found it meaningful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on what justice and mercy look like for you in your life. Drop your comments below, and if you want to keep diving into more topics from the Bible, make sure to subscribe for more content. And until next time, take care and keep spreading kindness. Thank you.